Please don't be the victim of an unnecessary divorce. By Braxton, Mounteer, legal assistant. Whether to divorce is a question that is almost always hard, usually gut-wrenching to consider, much less answer. The reason that it is so hard to answer is because few want to take an honest look at the state of their relationships or an honest look within themselves. What is the actual problem? The importance of determining the difference between the perceived problems and the real problems that lead one to contemplate divorce cannot be overstated. Is divorce the solution? When people erroneously see an insoluble problem in their marriage, when in reality it's often not, divorce usually does nothing to improve matters and usually makes things worse for everyone. Can the problem be fixed and the marriage saved? Marriage is when two become one, unified to go through life together, and for the better of you both, and for the better of your children, and for the better of the community. When a spouse has a problem, it's his or her spouse's concern too. Pull together, not apart. It's the both of you against a problem, not one versus the other. Two heads and hearts are better than one when it comes to facing the trials and setbacks in life. Grace and forgiveness. Has your partner committed some relationship sin that should be forgiven? Are you hypocritically holding a grudge? Is the offending spouse making a genuine effort to make amends? Wouldn't you want to be given the same chance if roles were reversed? Is what your spouse needs from you simply knowing that you will stick by him or her? Is your spouse, warts and all, still more of a help than a hindrance to you? Is your main concern that your partner has changed over time and experience? You should be surprised if he or she hasn't. Do you expect to be everything your spouse desires you to be? Are you expecting your spouse to be everything you desire him or her to be? Are you making the necessary adjustments to each other that each of you needs from one another? Will you summon the courage and make the effort to engage in honest, empathetic conversation about the problems, real and imagined, in your relationship? Are either of your expectations of each other unrealistic? Are there flaws in character that need correction? Is one or the both of you being too hard on the other? Are you spending too little time together? Have the strains and distractions of work and family demands imperceptibly distanced you from each other? Will you both have the grace and good sense to acknowledge your weaknesses and blind spots so that you can remedy them? There are clearly situations when divorce is necessary or justified, but this is not an inducement. I'm not sowing the seeds of discord. Indeed, it is just the opposite. Most marriages between two emotionally and psychologically stable people who understand that their marriages are bigger than the two of them individually will be better for the couple than a divorce. Before you spend all the time, money, and work that divorce will extract from you, before you subject yourself to the emotional pummeling a divorce will give you, please first, if your spouse is willing to, make the same level of investment in your marriage's well-being.